Welcome back. We are here with the second part of our, royal stories here. I forget exactly what I was calling this series, but we're here with part 2. And we are still going to be in the Oasis Kingdom. I did make a family tree, though. That was requested. So we have King Richelis. I'm going to add to the family tree as I make the Sims. We are going to, like I said, we're going to start with a story here. You can see all of our Sims that are in the current story. And what we're going to do is, when we're finished with this story, which I think will be like 3 videos-ish, then when we move on to, like, say, in the next story, we'd be in the Windenburg royal family. I'll make the Windenburg royal family, we'll expand things, and we'll go from there. But for right now, this is the family that we're working with. And we have the... I honestly didn't know. I don't know if these are the correct names. I tried to Google it. That's what I went with. So that's what we're going with. And let's actually get into the game here. So as you guys know, we have been having a plague in this kingdom currently. So that has been a big issue. Let me get, where is he? Okay, let me just make this. Apparently I can assign things as royal thrones, which is really cool. So let's do that. What is this? Sage advice on family. Oh, wow, that was so nice. Okay, so I think that they've been talking about the plague and like how they can stop it. Royal wizards have been very instrumental in trying to make sure that people stay healthy, and like they're trying to use their magic to help the kingdom. And so a big part of it is that the king is like, hey, can you please help my people and all of that. So there's that. And then I did want to, where did I put? I guess I don't have one. Okay. Let's do this. I wanted to get a portrait of him. I thought that that could be fun, is to have a portrait of him, the king. So let's get him, if this will load, to yeah, so Ishan will have a portrait of himself made so that he can, just enjoy, right? What was I doing? An easel. So that we can kind of keep track of the royals and all of that stuff. So I want to do that. Where should I put this? I guess, should it go up here? Is that like way too close? That might be way too close. Also, where did it go? Am I hallucinating? Do you see it? Okay, let's try this again. What the heck? Is it even here? Ay, ay, ay. This happened with my chairs, too. Like, where are my chairs? Over here. What if I go like this? Okay, it says 3 items moved. Yeah, look, here are the chairs. What the heck? Why isn't this doing anything for me? Okay, if this is like this, and then go and get the chairs. Fine, what if I just use, like, these chairs? Okay, this shows up. But what about the easel? What is that I just went by? Nothing? Okay. You guys, why does this game hate me sometimes? Like, look, I can't get an easel. Maybe I could get the nice easel, wherever that may be, in here. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I guess I can't get a portrait of him. Maybe I can go like this. Easel. Off the grid crafting. Maybe we can... Maybe if we use a different easel. But what's the BB dot... Oh, come on. I hate this stupid game sometimes. Control-Shift-C. Ignore game. Unlock. I'm making this up. Sentiment. Did that work? That sounds like it didn't work, right? No. Okay, let's Google it. Sims for unlock items. I was close. Hold on. What did I put? I put... Oh, come on. Why aren't you doing anything? Okay, I put ignore gameplay, unlock entitlement. Okay. I almost had it. Entitlement. Okay. Now can I have this, please? Yes. Okay. What about this one? Okay, we can have this one. Yeah. Oops, I just hit the microphone. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him sit here in his throne. Sit. Oh, we also have to change his outfit. Let's change his outfit to his formal wear. And then I'm going to pose him. I think I have some seated poses. I must, right? Yeah, sitting happy, I guess. Sitting happy. Look at all these arm wavings. I guess let's try the number one. Let's bring our lady in waiting here because she should be the one to do it. Let's actually give her a painting skill because she doesn't have one. So, cheat sim info, skill cheats, set skills to level. We'll go to painting. And then we'll go to 10. Okay. He still hasn't posed, but whatever. Let's do a paint from reference, large painting from reference, and let's see if we can grab him. Don't lean forward. Don't put your head down. I need you to look up. Oh my gosh, is he really just put his head down? He did! But are we close enough to get like a good... We might need to get closer, actually. So let's... Of course, he puts his head up right away. Okay, so let's get closer. Then we'll do it again. Can you... Don't do it. Don't look down. Don't look away either. Look forward. Okay, this might work. Good enough. Except that's as close as we can get. This isn't a great photo, but whatever. This'll do. It'll do. Why don't you stop bothering me now? Like, go be somewhere else. Go see your wife. Where is she? Go over here and see your wife. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, the duties for today. I love this. Okay, proceed with duties. Let's go here and we'll... So obviously he's having a hard time because of everything that is going on with the quarantine and everything. Okay, so let's see. You have many correspondences to see today. You can check your duties by clicking on your sim. Is it just to do correspondences? Let's see. Check daily duty. You have 3 correspondences. Okay. Check communications box for mail. What was that? Okay. Now for his correspondences, isn't there... I thought... Oh, we have to open them first. You'd think I could remember something. Oh. No? Okay. Can I put it in the world? Place in world. Okay, it disappeared. We don't have correspondences. Yeah. Well, how about let's write a journal entry first. We'll come back to it once our lady in waiting is finished with our royal portrait. let's come here and we'll start a journal entry, and he'll be like, "Dear Diary, I've been having a really hard time with the plague lately, and I hope that everything can be okay, and I hope that my people won't suffer too much, and I hope that we can find a way so that we can finally, be free of this plague and everyone can be healthy." So there's that. So that is what he's writing. Actually, I should go over to the mailbox and make sure that nobody is going to bother me with their needs. So here we go. So here she is. So after he finishes his journal entry, let's go to Lady in Waiting. Do not flirt with her. Seriously. Okay. Where is... Okay, Ladies in Waiting. It doesn't really say. Well, okay, then let's just write 3 correspondences. So, what is this? How about send correspondence to member of nobility? We'll send a correspondence to Rosalind. Sure. So, Rosalind is going to be the first person to send a correspondence to. We'll send 3 correspondences. Meanwhile, Mirella is like such a hard worker. I feel like she would be going to go do something. Let's see. I guess royalty mod. Yeah. Charity rabbit holes. She would do fundraising gala. She would start to fundraise because they obviously need a lot of money for the deal there for the plague. Finish. Okay, so that's 1 correspondence. Let's send one to the Lady in Waiting. She's also someone. So we'll do that. And then I did want to just check here. And so, well, after he does his correspondence, then we'll send him out. Because I feel like he is, like I said, he's a hands-on guy. He's a hands-on king. He would 100% be out there trying to help people, trying to like give out food and all this stuff. So he would do all of that. So his correspondence, I guess we'll have to write 2 correspondences to Rosalind. I thought we had, don't we know, I thought we knew the other king. No? No? Did he just disappear here? Rosalind, where's your brother? Does he not exist anymore? Hold on. No, he exists. Okay, well, that's weird. Anyway. Yes, our son is so smart. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then good... Okay, Rosalind has a good reputation. Okay. All right. I don't know if she would care that much, but it's fine. Ladies in Waiting, give correspondences to send. Okay. So he'll do that, and then I'm going to send him out to a rabbit hole where he is going to go visit the hospitals. So he's going to go do that. The court wizard is working really hard trying to figure out, reflect on life, trying to figure out what he can do in order to, help with the plague and everything that is going on. So he is still practicing a lot. She's home. Now that you're home, why don't we, okay, Tenzin here. Let's have him do his homework because he is really a hard worker too, just like his mom. He really wants to make sure that he is a good heir and all of that. Oh, okay, you're just going to come up here and sit up here. That's fine. Okay, so we are going to help with homework. Also, let me get the walls up here so that we can put the painting up here. And we'll frame canvas. There we go. So yeah, good. A nice portrait of our king. Let me just put this. Okay, I can't. Okay, put in your inventory, please. Meanwhile, we still have Kanan being an idiot in his marriage, really, because seriously, you need to get it together, my guy, because you are not going to be able to solve your marital problems with a baby. What does she want? She wants to buy something. Okay, she's a snob. So maybe she kind of tells him, like, oh, well, what would be really helpful for me is if I could go, shopping. So I'm going to have her go to the opera. She's going to go to the opera. What's this? A dance floor. Okay. Okay, there's that. And then he's working on his homework. And then after he works on his homework, we'll have him work on this school project. Looks like he can do extra credit work too, but school project. And mom is going to come again, help you with your school project, assist with project. Okay, so Ishan is home from the hospital, and I know that you guys have been waiting for the other shoe to drop with where is going to be the drama in this story, and unfortunately for Ishan, it's with him. He is actually going to come down with the plague. So he has gotten ill. He had, from visiting all the hospitals, from being around all the sick people, he has gotten sick, and it is really scary for everyone involved. Also because he's the king. He's the king, or he's the Raja, and he is sick, and that is really bad because he is supposed to run this country, and he is supposed to do everything, and he is not supposed to have sickness. He is supposed to be super healthy, and he's, like, all this stuff is like really tough because he was not anticipating at all to get sick. I know that that's kind of silly, right? Like, he was going out, he was, seeing all of the sick people and stuff, but I guess he kind of thought that he was a bit invincible. He thought that it was his duty as the Raja to help his people and to be there for them. And he's right. He's definitely right that he 100% should be focused on his people and on helping them and all of this stuff, but at the same time he put his own health at risk, and because he put his own health at risk, that was really bad. That he put his health at risk, and now the king himself is ill with the plague, and that is really, really bad because that is not something that they want to deal with when they are having to worry about their king, because the king is supposed to be this, godlike figure where they don't have to worry about him falling ill or, like it doesn't look good for the country. And this is something that I've seen on like TikTok. I think her TikTok name is Matter of Fact. And she does really good commentary on the royal family. But I feel like she said it really well when they were talking about like how Charles has cancer, is that, the country seems sick if the king is sick. Like the country should be worried if, and unstable if the king is sick, because think about it, like you don't want to change monarchs too often because it causes instability. Not nowadays, because obviously the monarchy in England specifically doesn't really do anything except for tourism. But like in this time, you would have, if you went to a different king, it could be a totally different political setup. So we could have a totally different policies, totally different temperament, totally different everything. And especially considering that the crown prince, or the, there was a name for that. Let me see what I said. Oh, the Rajkumar is so young. So it would be very turbulent. And, that's when like a lot of assassinations happen and stuff like that, where, you have to worry because the current king can't actually do anything. So there is that. And I'm just going to have him grab a serving. So the reason I'm not cheating their needs is because that will change this. So yes, we have Ishan, who is really, really not doing well. He's become sick, so of course he has to like quarantine himself so that he doesn't get anyone else sick. He doesn't want to get his family sick. That would be awful. And so it's really difficult for him and for his family, for his wife to, and then we have Mirella having to actually take on some of these duties where she, normally the king would be taking on these duties, but she is going to because she is the regent. And so since the king is incapacitated currently because he's fallen sick with the plague, that, she has a lot of responsibilities falling to her shoulders. And this is not something that she ever wanted. She is very much in love with her husband and she has no intentions of losing him. But unfortunately for her, that's what is happening here. So let's, everyone needs to get their fun up, even though I'm sure that they're not really feeling like having fun right now. But let's have Mirella come and play some chess. And then you need to use the bathroom, so I'm going to send you over here. Everyone needs to use the bathroom. Everyone needs to go. So you come use the bathroom. And then I guess let's see. He's dying, so anyway. I'm going to have him go straight back up to his room after he grabs something to eat. Where did I put here's his room. So I'm going to have him come sleep after that. And, okay, you are sleeping, you are playing chess, and you need to have fun too. So why don't you come and join her game? So, Rosalind is not a good person. Rosalind is not a good person, and she 100% would be like, oh, the king is sick, the prince is so young. If, say, something happened, my husband would become the next Raja. And so that is definitely in her mind because she is a princess from a foreign country. She really thought that she was going to have a better marriage, but she had ended up getting married to Canaan because of political reasons. She was basically forced to marry him by her brother. Even though her brother loves her very much, he really thought that this would be the best opportunity for her because she can be taken very well care of and all of that stuff. So because of all of that, she does have higher aspirations and she would love it if her husband became the Raja instead. And in this, so this obviously is inspired by India, but it's not actually because I changed the rules. So like for each of these kingdoms, yeah, they might be inspired by a culture, but that's just kind of for I don't want to necessarily follow the same type of monarchy in every kingdom. I don't want to, have all of them be these patriarchies where, so what I'm thinking is that what we'll have is in this kingdom, it's equal. It's equal. You can have a man be the king, the Raja. You can have the woman be the Rani. You can have, it doesn't matter gender wise. And also like anything goes. Like they can be gay, they can be trans. It doesn't matter in this kingdom specifically because I wanted Windenburg to be the kind of patriarchal system, and I also wanted it to be hard patriarchal where like a woman can't become queen, period. Like if there's no son, it goes to like some other family member that is a man. So I wanted to have a hard line in that kingdom, so I wanted this one to have less of a less of that. So this one is equal. Anyway, sorry, my mom called, so I lost track of what I was doing exactly. But he's getting close to the end here. But let's see. So Mirella is currently in charge of things. She is dealing with everything that has come with having to, deal with her husband being incapacitated. She's also really sad that she can't see him because she would love to see him, right? She really wants to see him. And she can't because she has to make sure that she is safe and she is not going to get sick. Like, they both can't get sick. So that is a big deal, is that they both can't get sick. He is just devastated. Look at this guy. He's like really sad because he wanted to try and take care of his kingdom, and now he might die, and it's all very scary. And Rosalind is meanwhile talking to her daughter, being like, hey, do you want to be the Rani? Like, do you want to be in charge? And so all of that is kind of, starting to brew in the background where, that's what happens. The king gets sick, and then, the vultures start circling. So he is just having a really bad time. Look at how sad he is. Oh my gosh, I can't even take it. He's just like such a good guy too. Like, it's such a shame. Why did I make him such a good guy only to kill him off? But like, yeah, so he is sick. He's sick with the plague. No, he can't even hug his wife or his son. He doesn't want them to get sick. I mean, it'd be even bigger issue. It'd be such a political issue if his wife and or his son were to get sick as well. I mean, I think that the other regent would probably be Kanan, but like, you have to think that like Kanan's wife is a, foreign entity, and she might have some ulterior motives for anything. So it's just something that they have to deal with, is that, this is really dangerous for the kingdom to fall under the bed. But yeah, so it's really bad for the kingdom if his wife were to also get sick and not be able to take care of everything. So let me just double check. Yeah, she is the regent. So she's the regent, and that's what we're dealing with. So she is currently dealing with the daily duties, which haven't popped up yet. I forget what time they pop up, but she should be dealing with the daily duties. Can she? Yeah. So she's going to come and check the correspondence box for mail. And I think that also Rosalind is kind of, circling around, like she's kind of keeping close, being like, oh, like, what's that about? And what, what's going on there, and like, what do you see, and all that stuff. And so I think that, Rosalind is like, oh, can I help you, and all this stuff. And, I don't think that Mirella is really comfortable with that. I think that Mirella, let's see, do they get along? Let's find out. Does Mirella get along with Rosalind? Okay, so she likes Rosalind, but I think that Rosalind has negative feelings towards her because she is the Rani, and because, Rosalind wanted to become the leader of a nation, not someone else. Like, she wants to be the Rani, and she's not. And so that is really interesting. So I think that, doing on her husband's behalf, she is going to be going out to, an event. But also, I think that it's really important to note here that she's not going to be going to the hospitals. I think that probably they've all decided that it is, too dangerous to go to the hospitals. So let's have him change his outfit so that he can continue to... He's dying! Oh my gosh. Okay, he's dying right now. Okay, the mood of the Empire is lukewarm. Earbuds have been added to Ishan's inventory. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's dying. Okay, Mirella now shoulders... Hey. Oh gosh, okay. Can I get some other stuff here? Okay, great reputation. Okay, Mirella now shoulders the responsibilities of keeping the kingdom safe and happy as regent until the heir is old enough to take the throne for himself. The kingdom falls silent in respect for their fallen monarch. The people look back on both the achievements and failings of their leader, knowing ultimately that they will be remembered for all history. As they pay their respects, they look forward and hope that the chosen heir can lead the kingdom not only through its struggles, but through its triumphs. As monarch, Ishan has pass before the heir is of age to take the throne. The sim they named regent will be the temporary ruler. Where did that go? Way over here. Okay. So why don't you take that for now. You could have a baby with your wife now if you really, really wanted to, because the household is now not full. But I think that maybe not. So let's get the urn out over here. Let's just put this right here. Oh. Okay, so I think that this is going to be really hard on Mirella, especially that he died while she wasn't home. Oh, look at this. Okay, death of a monarch. The passing of a monarch is felt all across the kingdom, whether they rule with an iron fist or left behind a beloved legacy. All citizens take a moment of silence to reflect on their loss. Oh, and the kids are at school. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so hard. Oh my gosh, Mirella, come here and mourn for your husband. This is so sad for her that her husband has passed on. Let's see. What does this say? Monarch. Yeah, she's the current reigning leader of the land. Okay. So yeah, she's devastated, obviously. She has just lost her husband. And so we are going to, she's having a really hard time. Let's have a memorial. Obviously, not that many people can attend. Actually, let's wait for the kids to get home before we have a memorial. So let's have him come here. And so the court wizard is coming here, and he is going to, he's obviously very, very sad. Oh, offer wisdom. So let's have him offer her some wisdom as the new ruler. So he's going to offer her some wisdom wherever that is. She is so sad. Oh my gosh. I feel so guilty sometimes when I do stuff like this. So she is so sad. He's going to talk to her, and oh, she doesn't like it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So Mirella is devastated over the loss of her husband. Oh yeah, she is not happy. She's like, what wisdom do you have to offer when you couldn't even save my husband with your magic? And she's really mad. And she kind of gets really angry with him and is like, you could have saved him. You should have saved him, and you didn't save him. And he's like, I'm sorry. I don't have the power to do that. And she's just like, what use are you then? We don't need a court wizard if you're going to be useless. And so she's going to take him, and she is going to come over here, and she is going to send, no, I want to send him to the tower. Can't send him to the tower. You know what? I need a dungeon guard. We need a dungeon guard. Let's who should be the dungeon guard? I don't want to make a new sim. Maybe he can be the dungeon guard. I know that sounds kind of silly, but actually, let's first, what we're going to do is let's lower the taxes, because, obviously everybody's having a really hard time right now. And then we're going to have her, this one do. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm going to assign him as the dungeon guard. So she's going to come and talk to her brother-in-law, and she's going to say to him, this shouldn't have happened. The court wizard should have saved him. She's really on the path of blaming someone whose fault it was not. But she doesn't have any options, right? She doesn't know. Uh-oh. Huh. That's concerning. She doesn't really have any options, and she's very concerned that, I hope my game saves. Anyway, she's concerned that the wizards have no place in their kingdom and blah, blah, blah. So she's basically going to tell him, you need to arrest the wizard. So I want him to go in the tower. Why can't I do this? Sends him to the tower. Why can it only be a crown royal? Is that the rule? Okay, well, if he's the dungeon guard now, maybe we can... No? What do I do with some of this stuff? Imprison Sim. Let's imprison him. Okay. Oh, he's going there by himself. All right. And he can't. You know, some of this stuff doesn't really work the way I'd expect it to. He can't be imprisoned. Okay, well, why can't I, like, do this with someone? Did he not get assigned to be the dungeon guard? Is that what happened? Let's try again. Titles, assign as dungeon guard. You can do this any day now. Okay, here we go. She's assigning him as the dungeon guard. Now, in the dungeon, still can't do anything. Okay, shackle Sim indefinitely. Let's do this. Come here. Come get shackled. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we have put the court wizard, she has imprisoned him because she blames him for not saving her husband, which isn't fair, but she's grieving and she doesn't, that's just what she's doing, right? She's making the wrong choices. Also, what was I going to do? Something in here. Oh, I remember. Also, because she is so angry, she's going to make a law. She's going to change the law and she is going to outlaw witchcraft. So now spellcasters are not allowed in our kingdom. And so she has done that. She has outlawed them because she thinks, like, in her head right now, she's like, well, he didn't save my husband. He should have saved him. Obviously, he didn't save him on purpose. You know, they have their own agenda being in each kingdom and all this stuff. So that is what's going on there. And then we are going to plan a social event. Where is the mailbox we can use now? Okay. Memorial. Mourners. Will be everyone. The grieving family will be Mirella, Kanan, and Tenzin. And it'll be at our house. Okay. So we are then having a memorial for the king. Obviously, it cannot be too tightly attended because the plague is still going on. Like, it's still going on. So here we go. Let's mourn a loved one. Here she is, mourning for her husband, dealing with the loss. She is just devastated, and she is, you know, maybe making some bad decisions, but she is having to deal with that, and she is dealing with becoming the new monarch, losing her husband. You know, she just is really, really upset. So that's what's going on right now. We are going to release his spirit to the netherworld, and that'll be that. So that is where we're going to wrap up today. Is what happened is that Ishan, in his efforts to be a good king, he has actually contracted the plague by visiting the hospitals, and he got sick. He had to be quarantined. He couldn't even see his family. And then Mirella had to kind of take control of everything that was going on. The court wizard was unable to save him, despite having been looking into the plague for a really long time now. So because of all of that, and then he passed away, so Mirella is blaming the court wizard for not being able to save her husband, and she is outlawed spellcasting, and then we had a brief memorial for her husband. It shouldn't be rest in pieces. Raja Ishan. Okay. You can read it now. Yeah, so that's what happened today. I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I know that I'm just telling a little story. Like, I'm not trying to do an Ultimate Decades thing. But let me know what you think so far of the story. Things are going to continue to get dramatic, especially now that the king is dead and there is only one person standing between Rosalind and the crown. So that is definitely something we're going to have to keep in mind and see where it goes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. I feel weird saying that, knowing that I just killed a beloved monarch, but that's just the way it is, and I will catch you in the next one, and I really, really hope that my game saves.